Hello everyone, MFPallytime here. Welcome back to the A through Z playthrough. We have landed on Alexstrasza today in our third video of the series. Alexstrasza was first shown off at BlizzCon 2017 along with Hanzo. They have a beautiful cinematic if you've never seen it before. I would definitely recommend looking it up. It was very, very cool. She was officially added into the game on November 14th. March 2nd, 2021 was her most recent patch, so not that long ago, about 4 or 5 months at the point of this video. And she has never had a rework ever. Some things have been tweaked here and there since Alexstrasza has been added to the game, but her talent build is largely the same now as it was when she was added. And I actually think that's a testament to how good this character is. Alexstrasza has some of the best build variety of any character in the game. Whether you prefer the Q playstyle, the W playstyle, or the E playstyle, all of them feel phenomenal, can fulfill the healer role no problem. And if you go the E build, you could also totally destroy enemy teams at level 20, if you make it that far. Right now, I would say Alexstrasza is probably my favorite healer in the game to play, and I hope to share some reasons about why that is in today's video. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves on Blackheart's Bay today. The friendly team, Alexstrasza, Cassia, the Butcher, Anubarak, Tassadar. The enemy team, Rhaegar, Kira, Zagara, Garrosh, and Falstad. I actually think Garrosh is a pretty good counter to us. If he sees where our abundance is placed down, of course, he could run in and throw people out of it. But maybe that won't be too much of a problem. I'm going to be picking Circle of Life today. It's my favorite build to play for Alexstrasza outside of her E build. But I don't think our team's going to need any more damage. We actually have a pretty scary DPS lineup. So Circle of Life has received some quality of life upgrades. It used to require 20 globes to complete the quest. Now it only requires 15. So you can actually get it done fairly quickly. What it does is when you put a circle down on the ground, it'll take a few moments to form. And then once it does, it will heal anyone inside of its radius. Our Q ability allows us to sacrifice some of our health to help out other people around us. I'm going to put my abundance right in front of our wall. Great damage from our Butcher. And the first stacks of meat are now on the ground. Can he get to them? Actually, yes, no problem. We're continuing to slow this enemy team with our E ability as they're running away. We have another heal for our Cassia as well, and I'm going to put my abundance down in the lane, but most importantly, I'm going to get these 2 globes to get me going in the right direction. W build is my favorite because Alexstrasza can spawn her own globes inside of abundance. So you have a quest to gather globes, but then once you gather enough globes, you can spawn your own, which is such a cool concept. I really, really like that. Garrosh clearly going for the grab on me. We're not going to stop there. We're going to keep moving. Pretty easy to identify. Our E ability is the Flame Buffet. This is a straight line skill shot. If we impact a target, the target gets a fiery debuff around them. At the end of, if we hit them again before it ends, they take additional damage and are slowed. We also get all of the mana back that we used to cast the ability. So it's actually really, really good if you're able to land your skill shots. There's an entire talent tree built around her E ability, and it could lead to some pretty incredible moments, especially in the late game. Her Q build is just as viable though. It focuses more on single target healing and really pops off at level 7 once you're able to get Life Blossom. Life Blossom basically gives you a flower that you have to manage. When you heal someone, it moves the flower from you to them, and then you have to go pick it back up. It's left on the ground where they were. But it lowers the cooldown of Gift of Life pretty considerably. In fact, that was one of the things that changed recently. They gave Q more CDR with Gift of Life and with the Life Blossom, and they also made it so it's the cast range of abundance was also changed relatively recently. A little bit ago, characters got a movement speed increase. And what would happen was if Alexstrasza cast her abundance at max range, so something, you know, like this. Man, this is just what the game's gonna be. So something like this, she would actually outrun it. which is a little bit of a problem. She would be on the other side of the circle before the ability actually healed. So they just adjusted that just a little bit. I'm going to get movement speed on anyone who gets healed by my circle, and we are going to continue to focus on globes. That is the most important thing for me to do this early on. Of course, if we are able to finish this quest and we spawn regen globes for our team, this means we're also going to be restoring mana to our team as well. And that is a very novel feature. Only a few other characters in the game are actually able to restore mana to their own team. Decker Kane being one with a potion talent, a mana potion talent. And Ana being the other with a, I'm getting it. Stop me. Ana being the other with Nano Boost, actually restoring a little bit of mana as well. The like initial burst of mana. Garrosh is slowed at the moment. He probably has Indomitable. I'm really just moving up for the regen globe there. Our team is, they were trying to stop the turn-in of the enemy team, which is certainly not a bad thing, but I really have to prioritize these globes. We come online once we get these globes. And of course, if our team doesn't pick up the globe, Alexstrasza is the only healer that can heal the enemy team. If they're left on the ground for, so long, they will go neutral, and a neutral globe can be picked up by our adversaries, which is kind of funny, actually. We are going to move up here. This is actually pretty easy damage we can deal to Kira, and if we... I think we could have gotten that, boys. I think we could have gotten that, boys. My sippy cup's ready. I'm just going to grab it really fast. Yeah, we could have stood in our heal there and been just fine, but I have one more globe to go, and then the fun can begin. One of the biggest changes to Alexstrasza over the course of her development cycle is actually making her other ult usable. Fuck. And of course, I am talking about Lifebinder. When it was released, it had an 80-second cooldown. It had an activation time, and then at the end of that activation time, a character would be healed up to the percent that either that character or Alexstrasza was at. So if I put Lifebinder on a Muradin that's at full health, then we get healed to full health because that's what Muradin is. If I put a Lifebinder on a character that's at 40% and I'm at 60%, the other person would be healed up to 60%. And if it was reversed, I would be healed up to 60%. Does that make sense? However, it's been improved quite a bit over the course of time, and it was really, in my eyes, the only part of Alexstrasza that was lagging behind a bit in terms of her kit being really, really good. All right, I'm here. I got my globe talent. I'm ready to just run at people. We can do this. Here's my globe. I'm gonna drag in here. Oh god. Oh god. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I didn't realize they were level 10. The shock and awe coming out from Falstad is gonna hit me pretty fucking hard there. Dragon is our trait. It's on a pretty long cooldown, and I like to think of it as having an additional ultimate ability. Really, really fun, especially in maps that have early objectives. Being able to walk up and become the most powerful thing on the battlefield. It does augment our abilities when we swap into that dragon form. For instance, our Q ability no longer sacrifices our own health to heal others. It simply heals others. So it's really important to make sure you're constantly spamming out your Q while you're in dragon form. Or, excuse me, W ability. I'm okay. W ability has a bigger radius, and I don't believe it spawns a globe, actually, even if you go for this quest, which is kind of odd. And then our E ability becomes a knockback. However, if you go E build and take a particular talent at level 20, your E becomes a flame buffet that you can attack enemies with, which is so crazy strong, so fun to use. Looks like the butcher found himself in a little bit of trouble over here. I'm not going to be able to help that, unfortunately. Let's go regroup with the team. It seems like we're over soaking lanes, but a decent push in the top lane may not be a bad thing. The objective firing off a few more projectiles at the middle lane. The enemy team actually trying to flank behind me here. Maybe I can keep their attention. We do have our ultimate ability. I'm going to put an abundance very far forward. Also, Kira stepping very far forward here as well. Everyone's looking pretty healthy so far. Actually, not a lot of damage really going out at all here. My Flame Buffet does hit Garrosh, but unfortunately, Falstad with the flank is able to take down our Tassadar. Tassadar got kind of thrown into the vision, unfortunately. I went for Lifebinder this game. Like I said, it's been buffed a lot. It has a heal over time component. Its cooldown has been reduced from 80 seconds to 50 seconds. So we can do stuff like this, and then the Butcher is back to full health, ready to engage. I was trying to get in front of her to stop her from grappling, but unfortunately that didn't work out. Let's put another Abundance down here. There are some super duper fun combos you can do with Alexstrasza, and her kit fits into a lot of team comps really, really well. For instance, if you have a Diablo that gets the increased region globe effectiveness, you can spawn your own region globes, which is really, really good. I'm going to drag in here as well, because it looks like this is going to be a pretty big fight. Big heals going out on our Anubarak, swapping heals to... No, keep it about Anubarak. Keep it about Anubarak. Our team is literally just running away. Help your fucking tank. What are you doing? I can Lifebinder and get back up to a decent amount of health here. I'm okay. Cassie in a bit of a bad spot here, though. Let's see if we can rotate up to help her. All right, that could have gone a little bit better. Dragon not as impactful if the team just runs away the entire time that you're casting it. We might be able to help Cassie out here. I got an Abundance just under her feet. I do not have my ultimate ability. We do have the Butcher engaging pretty hard here, though, healing him with my Q. We're also going to get Pacify and put that on the enemy team's Kira to hopefully nullify a little bit of the damage that she's dealing here. I don't think our Cassia is really attack moving at all, and this is 5 members of the enemy team diving us in the top lane at the moment. Well, I hope Tassadar is getting value. The death ball is real. Also, we have no damage, to be honest. We have 3 DPS. Do it. Do your damage. Go do it. There are really fun combinations with Stitches right now because he was just reworked. He has a level 1 talent that allows him to really scale off the collection of region globes quite well, which is pretty fucking fun. Just following a Stitches around the entire game, giving him more health, giving him more movement speed every 15 seconds or however often you can cast Abundance is so incredibly fun. What Pacify does is it's basically a point and click shrink ray like the old talent that we used to have. If you land it on a target, they suddenly deal less damage, which is really nice. The enemy team actually only has 4 people up here for a change. He's looking for a grab on me. We can continuously slow him unless he pops Undomitable, and we need to be ready for such a situation. The enemy Rhaegar taking Bloodlust means that we have the better single target heal, and we're going to start channeling it right now on Anubarak to keep myself safe as I was being thrown in. We have an Abundance back here to keep me alive as well. I'm going to ping for a shit ton of assistance because for some reason none of our DPS are here except for Cassia. I can shrink ray the Garrosh, who actually just threw our Cassia back in. We're doing a decent job keeping her. Oh my god, fucking kill him! Okay, all right. Well, I'm backing up, boys. I got nothing. I got nothing. If she gets thrown again, she's dead. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. I got you. The region global at least gets you if nothing else does. Oh, that's one important thing to mention about our W ability as well. Even if someone misses the Abundance, that region globe could still be super impactful. One of my favorite combos to run on Alexstrasza has always been Smash Varian with Cleansing Flame. If you get Varian to charge in on a squishy enemy team member, you can fly into the air and then heal him from the air while also dealing damage to whoever he's charging in on, who's also vulnerable for extra damage. If you pop those 2 abilities, pretty much anyone that's not a bruiser or a tank will die. All right, maybe we can get something going here, team. Maybe we can get something going here, team. I'm going to land my next slow. There it is. He is very slowed. He's clearly running to his allies right now. But someone got a little too motherfucking cocky. Love to see it. We're going to go for Draconic Discipline, which is going to increase the duration of our dragon, which is one of my most important cooldowns. So having that up more often is obviously going to be good. If we could push this down, this is good. The enemy team does have a turn in. I imagine they're going to be getting that. So we need to... Oh my God, they're going to boss. Woo! Okay. Well, we do have Dragon to help protect it. The Butcher has some phenomenal DPS for this. So does Tassadar. We see that Kira is on the way. We're going to start with an abundance very, very close to our team here. Looks like they're doing okay. We're going to put Shrink Ray on Kira. I'm getting into Dragon form now with an abundance very far forward. And it looks like we were able to at least briefly hold the line and get the boss. You love to see it. Hopefully we continue to push with this. I'm going to put one more abundance down here. This one's mostly for me. However, a good maul is going to keep me out of that. The enemy team actually does have a lot of good answers to our healing circle. I used my ultimate there to try to keep our tank alive. However, Cassia being tossed to the wolves by Garrosh does nullify that moment of feeling good just a little bit. Bloodlust now being used, and Kira looking at me. I wish the Butcher would do something. I wish the Butcher would do something. Holy shit, do something! What are you doing? Oh my fucking God! Oh, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. You fucking hate to see it. How much meat do you have? Oh God, you hate to see it. Holy shit. Well, the boss is still pushing. However, Blackheart's Bay boss is one of the worst. If it walks up to the wall, it slams just the area of the wall. It doesn't actually hit the towers. So even though you have a boss pushing, it's going to focus all of its attacks on the one thing that doesn't matter, and then slowly be whittled down by the towers while it's doing that. So that effectiveness is not great. It is not great. There's a lot of coins up in the top lane that the enemy team did not pick up. However, we're going to be able to move up there and take them right now. New chests spawning in as well. Maybe we could do something with these. We have a 2-level disadvantage at the moment, so soaking XP is pretty important. We still have one more building to take down in the bottom lane, one more tier 1 building. Those give passive XP bonuses throughout the course of the game, so those are important to prioritize if you could do some early siege damage. However, Garrosh in the bottom lane taken down. I'm not sure how that happened. I didn't see it. On my way to help out here, if she can continue to pursue. Great initiation by our Anubarak, and we are going to leave down our abundance for some extra healing. This is a really big pickup. Let's fucking go. We should continue to move in with this momentum. Cassia has the right idea. However, no one is following her closely enough. The maul does pick up Cassia. She's totally fine in there. Don't even worry about it. We take down the wall and land a slow on Zagara as Cassia still continues to move forward. A great chain from our Butcher as well. I might just ult. It's a low cooldown. It'll get me back up to full health. I don't feel bad about this at all. 50 seconds is not a big deal at all. Hey, if you kill these minions behind you, they'll just push in, bud. They'll just push in. And then you don't have to take the tower shots. The turn-in is ready. Tassadar is killing the bottom fort, so this is for keeps. You'll love to see it. I'm thinking about going Ritual of Life just in case someone's being thrown in by Garrosh. We might be able to heal them up quite well after this. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. Because they keep isolating a target, I'm going to try to do everything I can to keep that isolated target alive. Our team should be moving in real hard down here. We already have mercenary camps pushing. However, everyone evacuated to the other side of the map. Rhaegar and Falstad for the enemy team up there. Rhaegar popping the Bloodlust, but it is not going to be enough. And that's actually 6 more coins from the team. Good job, good job, good job. Let's keep these fucking guys positive. Butcher engaging pretty hard here. Flame Buffet out on Garrosh, and we're going to continue to slow him as he is trying to run away. Remember, his healer isn't here, and we just saw Falstad evacuate the building, so that's another great pickup there. Do we have enough to turn in? We do, we do, we do. Butcher, come on. Come on, bud. You can do it. I believe in you. Kira for the enemy team is trying to poke in down here. I'm pretty confident that I can survive through a little bit of Kira punishment, especially with our level 20 upgraded heroic ability. I think the bottom lane is the most important lane to keep pressure on, so I'm going to move down here, call for assistance, and try to keep these guys moving in the right direction. Boss might be up soon. It is, but like I said, boss on Blackheart's Bay is just kind of whatever. We're very split. We're very split. Everyone's just kind of not doing anything at the moment. Are they moving up to get ready for boss? The butcher is getting a camp down in bottom with Cassia. Tassadar scouting out boss for us. We see that no one's there. The enemy team has 12 coins. That's not enough for their turn in. And a lot of pings going down on the vision here. Let's see if he moves into that. Nice, thank you. Butcher got taken out on his rotation up here, so we're now at a disadvantage with boss up just above us. And it looks like the enemy team is in full force now at the moment. We need to not engage if at all possible. The enemy team did find one coin somewhere, so they are going to be able to turn in. Garrosh moving up really far here without his team once again. The taunt did go out, but it's not going to be enough. Let's check the bush, make sure they're not still on boss. They are. Zagara in the back of the boss pit is going to miss the maul, is not going to be stunned by the boss, but this is a huge turnaround. Holy shit. Holy shit. Finish this. Get this shit. Get this shit. Cassie is still in lane. We need to keep an eye on her, make sure she's all right. She is protected, by the way. All right. Okay. All right. We got this, team. Just normal healer stress. Nothing to worry about. Falstead trying to move away. However, we do nail him with the E, and we are continuing to chase, forcing him to use his flight to get out to safety. Push with it. We can core. Don't leave. Oh, God. Oh, God, the team's abandoning the thing we just got. We have 3 members of the enemy team still down. If we can get a kill here, this could be huge. And this is our best bet at getting a kill. I'm going to Lifebinder Cassia. She is not going to die on my watch. Not fucking today, that's for sure. I have Dragon ready to go. We even have Pacify for if one of these DPS starts popping off. I'm going to Dragon early so they know it's safe. Have confidence in your healer. Have confidence in Alexstrasza. I'm just going to slow down Garrosh, actually, for the moment. I don't like being hit by this core, but we could deal with it for a second. Looks like our team does pick up another kill. Garrosh in a bit of a bad spot here, too. I should have been holding down my Q this whole time. I'm just a little fucking stressed. You know what I mean? Just a little fucking stressed. Abundance going down underneath our tank, and it looks like the core is going to go down. Hey, I recorded this on a different day and looked totally different than what I did on my intro. I just had a little bit of time. Last session, I recorded our intro. So, biggest change on Alexstrasza. Lifebinder is actually usable, and it's exciting. You should use it, even though Cleansing Flame is still my favorite ultimate. I think I went over all the changes I wanted to with that. My general rule for picking which heals you should go for, if your team has really good frontline, Q is really good. It has some fantastic single target healing, especially if you're able to run up and collect the flower. In most circumstances, if I was going against a Garrosh, I would not take Abundance. But I don't know. I felt like it. It seemed like it worked out okay. And I wanted to show off the Regen Globe stuff with that. I think it's really fun. And I love E-Build. It's one of my favorites. If you can get to level 20, you become the biggest damage dealer on your team in a lot of cases, especially if you're inside of your dragon form. I think she has a super great design. I think she has really satisfying abilities. She seems super viable. If you've never picked up Alexstrasza, now would actually be the best time. I think she's better than ever. We did go for Circle of Life into Surge of Vitality, Verdant Flourish, the Lifebinder, Pacify, Draconic Discipline, and Ritual of Life. I've actually never taken the level 20. I thought that was actually a pretty good use case. They kept trying to isolate one of our targets and burn them down. If I can move up to the target and keep Ritual of Life on them, then we did our job. Very, very fun. Very, very fun. I'm getting close to the golden ring. Up next, we're going to be taking a look at Ana, another one of my favorite healers. Hey, fun fact, I have a 0% win rate on Anduin. That'll be fun.